Hi Outrivals, my name's Imi and today I'm going to show us or attempt to build one of our new Outrivals Squat Rack. Before we begin, I'm just going to show you the prototype.
Marshall built that one.
Marshall did this one. This is what it needs to look
That's
like.
Marshall's one.
And then I'm just going to take you through everything. So inside your box, it's going to look like this. You're going to have 4 of these. Obviously there's 3 in my hand because I've already just started just to speed up the process.
Yep.
You're going to get one of these. As you can tell, everything's going to be called a thing.
No, it's a spanner.
Or
Spanner.
these. You're going to get a spanner, you're going to get...
Bolts, standoffs.
There we go, and...
Bolts.
Yeah, so you're going to get 4 of those. I've already started already, but let me just break it down. So, this is the stand. We're going to have 2. So one's going to have the Outrivals logo, which will go at the front, and then one, it's got no logo in it, that's going to go at the back, okay? Before you install any of it in yet, you're going to get 4 of these. That's going to keep the squat stand nice and secure, nice and still, okay?
Yep.
I've already put in 3 already. It takes time. Oh my goodness.
Let's take a look at the one that you've done already.
Like so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
So you're going to have the thicker end, okay?
At the bottom.
It's going to go at the bottom, and then the thinner end's going to go to the other side. So it's going to go like this. Give me a moment as I try to figure it out.
You just need to make sure that these holes on your feet, that they line up with the rack, because the rack has holes. But when you have your squat rack, you'll be able to see it, and it will make sense that you need to line up the holes of these feet to this main part of the rack. Okay, and then the rubber is to protect it from the floor so it doesn't scratch the floor. And just make sure that it holds up your main part of your squat rack. Imi, how's it going there?
It's taking me a minute, but I've got it. Success.
Well done.
Okay,
Well
so
done.
just like Marshall said, you just need to find where the holes are.
Yep.
And just simply just follow it, just insert it. So before we go into the front end, so I'm gonna grab one of my screws. I'm gonna call it the flat donut.
Flat donut.
And the heavier donut. All right, and then my spanner. So you're gonna align it. As you can see, we've got this bit over here. It has the holes. If you turn it around here,
Yep.
it's gonna look like the other side.
Cool.
I'm gonna place the screw right in. Like so. Awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
The flat one's going to go in first. Make sure it's all the way to the end. And then
The bolt.
the bolt.
I think it's called a wash. I think those flat donuts are called washes, I think. And they're basically to protect the metal. When you screw it in, it stops it from getting damaged. I don't know how that works, but it stops it from getting damaged. If you wanted to, we're facing the bolts out, but you could do it the other way round if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Depends on how you like it to look.
Okay, so for time's sake, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do the other side.
Yep, I can pause the video from there, and then we can pick up once you are done.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Just make sure it's turned in all the way to the end, so that way it's looking just like this one.
Yep, it does come with a spanner. If you've got your own spanner that's electric, that will save a lot of time. But yep, you want to screw it so it's secure, not too tight, but secure enough.
Watch out for my really strong forearm.
4 hours later. Hey.
How are you still growing?
Oh my god.
Right, so we're going to just move on to the next end. As you can see, I've put the screws in already.
Well done.
Just simply just thank you. Find the hole.
So this would be the front of the rack. You can have it at the back if you want the text at the back. It's up to you. But the front of the rack will be this part of your squat rack. Imi's doing a great job there. This part, you can load up weights here just to make sure your squat rack is a little bit more secure. So you could put weights there, just secure it a little bit more. These screws, when you put them in, these screws when you put them in, we're putting them from here so that when we put the bolts on, it's actually easier to bolt them on. If you were trying to bolt it from the other side, because you've got this piece of metal, it is a bit difficult to to have the spanner going round when you've got this metal in the way, so it's easier to use it on this side. But it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm gonna pause there. All right, back. The rack is done, the legs are done, it's pretty secure. There is a piece of rubber here, which Imade will remove so that she can put in the J-hooks. All right, this is so that you can control the height from this end if you are doing rack pulls or deadlifts and you want the bar to sit here. So there, J-hook is in.
Okay.
And then from there, you can put the extension in, that silver bit behind you.
Which one?
Yeah, the extension. That silver.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can put that in. Let me hold this. Let me hold this.
See man work.
Extension. So this is the top of your J-hook. This will hold the bar. So you got this end here holding the bar. That is backwards. So that's the front of your rack. And this will be the front of your extension. So that when you have the bar here, when you're lifting it off, you can just lift it over this safety part here. And then when you're putting the bar back, it will just hit and then drop. Hit and drop. It's up to you though. You can turn it in a different direction. So that's how it looks. That's the other one, how it looks. It's up to you, but generally that's how it would work. You put the bar in, drop, and then you take it off, out. Okay? All right, so just to go over again, Imi pointed out, we don't need the extension just yet. She's gonna secure the J-hook with your supplied screw. It's quite a big screw with a knob that turns that will go up and down. This will control how high your J-hook goes and how high your extension goes.
Yeah.
So it secures the J-hook and your extension.
Okay.
So now Imi's got it in, perfect.
But don't screw it all the way.
Don't screw it all the way.
Just rub it
Correct,
inside.
well done Imi. That's so
Thank
good.
you.
So don't screw it all the way, you can put your extension in, that's the front.
Okay.
And then that should catch your extension. Just make sure you line up the holes. So don't put the extension in. Secure this screw first into your J-hook, into your main rack. Then put the extension in. And then adjust the height. And make sure you line up the holes. And then secure it as Imi is doing now. Okay. Yep. So Imi has secured it. She screwed it a little bit more. That is held in position. Just make sure you get it at the height that you want it. Well done.
And then obviously to finish off, just to give that extra secure.
Wow. Wow.
Just place it through.
Wow,
So-
extra security, that's what we like. All right? Brilliant. I think that's done.
Yeah.
Job done. Wow, who did it better? Imi's rack or Marshall's rack? Let us know in the comments whose rack you like better, Imi's rack or Marshall's rack. Well done, Imi, that's amazing.
Thank you.
It's the best I've ever seen, actually, definitely.
I'm going to finish off tightening my screws. See you
That's
guys later.
awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.